So I know I said originally that I was going to grind out all of Interstellar before going for Borealis, but clearly I went back on that. Yeah, so I ended up jumping into zombies this morning. I was like, hey, you know what, I'll finish one of the weapons just to see what it's like, and man, I'm gonna be honest, it's actually a lot of fun. So in order to unlock Zircon Scale, which is essentially like, you know, the platinum or forged equivalent over in zombies, it's the same requirements as multiplayer, right? You gotta complete gold on all of the assault rifles, and then there's another challenge you gotta do to actually unlock the camo, and honestly, now that I've completed like forge for the assault rifles, I think I might just kind of go like one class at a time, so I do like one class in multiplayer, one class in zombies, and then just kind of go back and forth like that. So I think next I'm actually going to start the grind over in zombies and complete all of the assault rifles, and then I'll go back to multiplayer, complete the SMGs, and then go over to zombies and do the SMGs over there. Look, as much fun as I'm having grinding Interstellar, it's just, you know, when it comes to some of those challenges between like the long shots for like the Striker 9, for example, or, you know, the tactical kills for all the SMGs, there's only so much I can do at once. It's one of those things where I can physically do it, it's just like, I don't want to do it all at once. And it's literally just the tactical, like every other challenge is fine, it's just those like killing enemies while they're affected by your tacticals. Since I just completed the SVA, I guess now I'll do the MTZ. There's a couple of the challenges are relatively the same for most of the weapons, but a few of the things are different. Like for this one, it's something that I'd be doing anyway, where you need to make sure that you have full attachments on, and then the rest are basically the same thing, where you get kills with 4 perks active, then you need to go like the medium and high threat zones. I feel like this might be a decent setup for zombies. I don't know. I mean, it is just zombies after all, so I mean, it's not like multiplayer where I'll be at like a huge disadvantage if my setup isn't the greatest, but you know, this will do. So yeah, 250 kills with the MTZ, 50 kills with attachments, 4 perks active. Oh, and then this one, it's 20. This one actually isn't for the medium and high threat zones. This one I actually need to get 20 consecutive kills without taking damage, which when I show you guys the strategy I'll be doing, that'll be easy. And then 100 kills, successfully extract, yeah, no problem. Oh wait, that's right. I actually ended up completing that one challenge by accident that I told you guys I was kind of like, not necessarily stuck on, but I couldn't like figure out where to go to do it, where I needed to destroy the one military convoy and then get the keycard. I actually ended up finally doing that. So now I'm on to the next one, where I need to use the cryo freeze ammo mod to freeze like 50 zombies and the hellhound, so I guess we'll do that in this one. My goal in this video isn't necessarily to actually get this weapon like fully completed, because that does take a little while, but I at least kind of want to like show you guys and explain my strategy, just in case anybody out there is trying to do the zombies camo grind, just so then you kind of have like a bit of guidance if you're unsure of like what to do exactly. Honestly, going into MW3 zombies, I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about it. I wasn't necessarily going into it with like a pessimistic mindset, but I was cautiously optimistic. I went into it with an open mind, kind of, you know, expecting like an outbreak / DMZ type of experience, and man, I've been having an absolute blast with it. MW Zombies is, you know, definitely amazing in my opinion. Like, you know, as much as I would have loved to have like a round-based experience in this game, I'm actually glad that they tried something different, just because, you know, as much as I love round-based, it's the classic thing that made zombies, you know, what it is. We are going to be getting that next year with the next Call of Duty, because obviously Treyarch's going to be making the next one, and it's already kind of been like subtly confirmed that it's going to be, you know, round-based zombies. And again, I love having new experiences, new things to try, and that's exactly what this is, and I'm absolutely loving it. It's one of those things where now that I've played this, I wouldn't want a world where, you know, I don't have this as a zombies experience that I can dive into and play. The way I see zombies, it's not a thing where it should only be round-based or it should only be Outbreak or DMZ experiences. You know, it's okay to have both. They can coexist, and in my opinion, they should coexist, because they both work very, very well, and they're both a lot of fun. I love sometimes playing round-based zombies, but sometimes I also love having those, you know, more that different experience with something like MW Zombies or Outbreak. Say what you will about Vanguard Zombies, but sometimes I even enjoy going back and playing that, like Duran Fong and Terra Maledicta, just because, you know, it's something different. It's a different take on the formula. Basically, to explain my strategy as simply as possible when it comes to camo grinding, it's simply to get into the match, do a couple of contracts, pack a punch the weapon, and as soon as you pack a punch, if your weapon, like in particular, requires you to go to a medium or high threat zone, then do a couple extra contracts, and you can get up to like pack a punch level 2. Then you go to the medium threat zone, and then you kind of just do the same strategy that I'm going to be showing you guys, except in that zone instead. This first objective is actually one of my favorites, where you get to escort this little tank thing. Yeah, there's a couple of different ways that you could probably go about doing this, but yeah, I'll show you guys my strategy. So if you're a normal person, you could probably just follow alongside of it, watch the perimeter, make sure nothing gets close to it. But if you're like me and you're lazy, then you just gotta jump on top of it, hitch a ride, you know, just gotta do one of these. I don't know if other people actually do this, but this is just what I do. I just kind of hop on top and just gotta ride it along. Zombies get close, I shoot them off. It kind of makes me feel like I'm playing Transit, which in another sense kind of makes me sad, because I always remember that Zombie Chronicles 2 is supposed to be in Black Ops 4, and we were completely robbed of it. Mangler, would you please go away? Like, oh my, dude, I'm so glad that I got this blue KB broadside. None of my challenges for the MTZ require me to actually, like, you know, defeat any special or elite enemies until you get up to, like, the whatever the forged equivalent is. So anytime that we see any like boss zombies, I'm just gonna whip out the blue KV broadside. You see this mangler? Not for long. Let's see, how many shots does it take to get him down? You can literally get him down within like 8 shots. Dude, why is there so many manglers? There's another mangler over here, dog. I'm trying to escort the thing. And see, the thing is, while we're doing this contract, if you remember, one of the things was for us to not only get 250 kills, but another one where it was like 250 kills with full attachments. We're just kind of passively completing the camo challenges as we do these contracts. Like, we're not even at the actual zone to like do a big part of the grind yet, but we're still like, you know, passively completing it. Another mangler over here. Just, you know, take care of him real quick. No problem. 8 shots. I completely forgot that I was supposed to use cryo freeze. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and equip that, man. How many kills have I missed out on at this point? Now I'm kind of sad. Ain't a big deal. We'll be making up for it soon enough. Dude, there's another mangler over there, dog. I can't go 5 steps without a mangler spawning. What did I do to you? Oh. Dude, cryo freeze destroys the manglers. Don't get off of my tank. Why are the zombies even attacking this thing in the first place, man? You know, I thought zombies wanted brains. I didn't know that they wanted purple alien Krang sludge. I will say, I have yet to actually like play this game with a proper squad. Like the entire time that I've been playing zombies, like I do solo. Especially since I'm camo grinding. I'm sure if I tried to squad up, it would literally make my camo grind take 2, if not like 3 times as long anyway. They were saying before the game released how playing solo would be so hard or whatever, but it honestly really, it isn't that hard at all. Like, sure, sometimes you can get a little overwhelmed like this when there's a lot of zombies or bosses around or whatever, but that doesn't happen that often. As long as you're like somewhat good at zombies and, you know, you're good at like maneuvering and training and stuff like that, like you can totally play this mode solo. Let's see if we got the reward with. Oh yeah, Juggernaut can. You know what? I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to stow it for now since we'll be exfilling soon enough. I'll go ahead and stow the self-revive kit as well. So, hey, I'll have a bunch of stuff to infill with for the next time that I play this mode, but basically, once you complete your first couple of contracts, I would recommend pack-a-punching first, not only because a lot of the challenges do require that you are pack-a-punch, but also just because, you know, it'll make you kill the zombies a lot faster, therefore you'll be completing the camos a lot faster. Once you're ready to kind of like bunker down for a bit, look for the closest exfil zone, which seems for me to be about 1,000 meters away, so we got a while. Is there like a redeploy thing around here? Because I really don't feel like driving that far. It doesn't seem like there is, so I guess I'll do what I must. I tried to ping it. Is it pinged? I don't know. Is it on my tac map? Maybe like my compass? Okay, never mind. I can just barely see it in the corner of my minimap, but yeah, it's really far out. It's so far out that it isn't even popping up on my screen yet. I've been watching the minimap, and these dudes have been up here like this entire time that I've been driving up here, so I think they're actually doing the exact same strategy that I'm about to show you guys. But anyways, you come up here, and I'm not gonna mess with this guy's train just because I don't want to be rude, but like, basically, you just come to the exfil zone, and every time that you call an exfil chopper, there's gonna be a ton of zombies that come in. Every single time that you call it, there's gonna be at least like anywhere from 50 to 100 zombies that spawn. The exfil chopper is gonna come down, but you don't want to get on the chopper. You just want to keep killing all the zombies. Again, you'll get anywhere from like 50 to 100, if not even more kills there. The chopper will fly away, and then the zombie spawns will slow back down for about 30 seconds, and then once the 30-second like refresh goes away, then you'll be able to call in the exfil chopper again, and then basically just repeat the process. Just run it in circles, just call in the exfil chopper over and over and over again, but remember, never get on it. There will be about, again, like a 30-second-ish window, maybe a minute in between every time that you can actually call in the exfil chopper. As you guys are about to see, I'll go ahead and call it in, and then immediately you'll start seeing zombies like spawning in the vicinity right there, and then it'll just get more and more intense as the, you know, the chopper gets closer. This guy must be XP grinding and not actually camo grinding because he has all these turrets set up, so I mean, that's pretty cool. Obviously, if you're camo grinding, you'd want to actually be using your weapons to get these kills, but you know, if you're using turrets and stuff like that, then yeah, you'll be like just swimming in XP by the time that you exfil. In fact, I was talking about that in one of the last videos that I made on MW. I forget. I think it was the initial video that I might have made on zombies. I'm not sure. If you play the mode normally and do like contracts and, you know, get all the way up to the high tier zone and then you exfil, like even if you play normally, get all the way to the end or, you know, like all the way up to the high tier zone, I played for like almost an hour the one time and only got like, what, maybe like somewhere between 10 to 15,000 XP. It was a really small amount. However, when you do this strategy, I did this strategy earlier for literally only like 15 minutes and I ended up getting like 25,000 XP, something like that. And that was only after like 15, 20 minutes of grinding. So yeah, unfortunately, the best way to get XP in zombies is by not actually playing the mode properly, but by, you know, doing this strategy and kind of like, you know, grinding camos or just boarding up as many zombies as you can at the exfil zone and killing them in some way or another. But anyways, yeah, if anybody else was curious as to, you know, the best way to grind out camos, that's the way to do it. But anyway, with that being said, my focus has now shifted over to zombies temporarily. Like I said, I'm going to be going one class at a time. One class in multiplayer, one class in zombies, just to keep things fresh for when some of the challenges get to be a bit much, like with the SMGs, for example. Just All those tactical kills, man. I'm gonna grind this out today, and then hopefully by tomorrow, I'll be able to show off Zurikon's scale camo for you guys. But anyway, as always, massive shout out, thank you to all the Patreon and channel members, thank you to all in the low baller tier, and a bigger shout out, thank you to all in the big baller tier, Mel asking, and me daddy Vanny, the biggest shout out, thanks to Holly in the G tier, Run Avengers, Channel, Chase Go, thank you guys so much, you guys are literal legends, I love you. Thank you guys for watching, have an amazing day, stay beautiful, I love you all. Peace.